Tropicana Field, with its iconic slanted roof and unique design, has been home to the Tampa Bay Rays since 1998. While it's seen some thrilling moments on the field, the stadium's now delving into some major problems, especially after a hurricane. With a new stadium in the works after all the issues, it looks like taxpayers are potentially on the hook for billions. The question is this really the best investment for the future of St. Pete? Let's dive into the details, the controversy, and the potential costs of building the most expensive publicly subsidized stadium in history. Tropicana Field was built back in 1990, and its most iconic feature is its slanted roof. The roof was designed with the intention to reduce cooling costs and to provide protection against hurricanes. The roof is made from translucent Teflon-coated fiberglass and spans 6 acres. To support that weight, hundreds of kilometers of cables were used to balance the tension and compression. The structure became controversial due to the catwalks and cables hanging under the dome, which caused some levels of obstruction as the ball could hit the elements, and the change in trajectory would influence the score. As if this wasn't enough, the lowest catwalk, which supported floodlights, led to a capacity reduction because of the fact that the highest rows were obstructed. This stadium has been the Rays' home since the 1998 season and has seen numerous great games despite the design issues. The biggest problem, though, came with Hurricane Milton. Back in October 2024, Hurricane Milton, a Category 3 storm, made landfall along Florida's Gulf Coast. The hurricane tore through the stadium's roof, causing massive damage. Originally, it was engineered to withstand wind speeds of up to 115 miles per hour, but even the wind speeds around 101 miles per hour were enough to tear through the stadium. Gladly, though, no lives were lost due to the hurricane. Even before the hurricane, though, it looks like the age of the roof had already exceeded its original service life by a big margin, and so the hurricane was just the final straw that broke the camel's back. Right now, it looks like there may be issues with fixing the stadium before the opening day of the 2026 season, which poses a major problem. So, what's the solution the team is going for? The construction of the Tampa Bay Rays' new stadium, one that could be the most expensive publicly subsidized stadium in history. Before we get into the controversy, let's talk about the details surrounding the new stadium. The overall gas plant district redevelopment is a multi-billion-dollar project aimed at revitalizing the entire area. The proposed development includes 4,800 market-rate residential units, 600 units set aside for affordable housing, and 600 reserved for senior living. The new development will feature 750 hotel keys, 1.4 million square feet of office and medical office space, and 75,000 square feet of retail space. Additionally, there will be 70,000 square feet allocated for entertainment and 50,000 square feet for civic and museum uses. The project also includes 14 acres of open green space. The redevelopment project will unfold over 4 phases. Phase A focuses on constructing the new baseball stadium alongside office, retail, entertainment, and civic spaces. Phase B will add residential units, more office space, and retail developments. Phase C is the largest residential expansion, introducing 2,000 new units, along with additional office and retail spaces. Finally, Phase D will complete the project with more housing, a hotel, office and retail space, and facilities for conferences and events. Phase A, expected to span the next 5 years. The subsequent phases, B, C, and D, will gradually unfold, with Phase D projected to finish by 2045. Within this massive project is the new Tampa Bay Rays Stadium, a part that may seem small but is a highly critical component of the larger redevelopment plan. Currently referred to as the Gas Plant Stadium, the proposed new stadium will sit directly adjacent to the existing Tropicana Field on what is now a parking lot. It will be located between 2nd and 4th Avenue South, as well as 10th Street and the extension of 13th Street, which angles inward toward the stadium. The new design will include approximately 30,000 fixed seats, with a total capacity of around 33,000 to 34,000 if we include the standing room areas. The ballpark is designed for intimacy, with 70% of the seats located below the top level. This includes about 15,000 seats in the lower bowl. A variety of seating options will be available, ranging from premium clubs to flexible viewing spaces, which should help satisfy all types of fans. The field itself will feature artificial turf, with minimal foul territory and short distances from home plate to the backstop to bring fans closer to the action. A fixed tiered roof will cover the entire stadium, incorporating large windows and operable street-level panels to allow natural light inside. While specific details about the roof have yet to be released, it's expected to be designed to withstand much stronger hurricane-force winds than those encountered during Hurricane Milton. The new stadium intends to function as a year-round facility, featuring events in addition to baseball, including concerts, festivals, and more. The ballpark's front porch design honors the bungalow-style homes of the gas plant district, showcasing a slanted roof that provides shelter from the elements while forming a pavilion-like area. The design also guarantees a 360-degree perspective of the field from all concourses, enabling fans to wander without missing the action. As stated by the Rays president, the new stadium's groundbreaking is set for 2025, and construction is anticipated to last approximately 3 years. If everything goes as planned, the stadium is expected to be ready for the 2028 season. On July 18, 2024, the St. Petersburg City Council sanctioned a funding agreement for the new stadium following an extensive discussion. Council members approved 5-3 to proceed with agreements involving the city, Pinellas County, the Rays, and their development partner, Hines. They likewise sanctioned $287.4 million in bonds to finance the city's share of stadium expenses, plus another $142 million for infrastructure enhancements, including roads and sewers. The Rays will invest $700 million in the project and will handle any budget excesses. This will additionally encompass the insurance, upkeep, and repairs of the stadium. Just 12 days after the City Council's ruling, Pinellas County Commissioners cast a 5-2 vote to allocate $312 million from tourism tax income for the initiative. However, the proposal has its reasonable amount of critics. In 2023, Rays owner Stu Sternberg caused a stir by cautioning that if the team failed to obtain sufficient public financing, it might be sold to an outside buyer and possibly moved from St. Petersburg. Nevertheless, the team has a contract in place that will continue until 2028, preventing them from relocating elsewhere. So until that year comes up, the team won't be moving anywhere. Critics, on the other hand, have called this new deal historically bad for the city. They raised 3 key issues. The deal called for the city to come up with $287.5 million toward the stadium. The county would contribute $312.5 million in bonded financing, and the Rays would pay $700 million. The deal also gave the team and its development partners control of more than 60-plus acres of gas plant area real estate. Critics say that this is a push for a $600 million taxpayer-funded stadium with no clear benefit to most residents. They also cite a Tampa Bay Times column revealing that the true costs could reach $2.4 billion, which they feel the City Council is ignoring. According to the report, the city would pay an estimated $1.6 billion, including $704 million for the new stadium and supporting infrastructure, $411 million in lost property taxes, and $545 million in lost city revenue from the sale of 64 acres to Rays ownership. Pinellas County would pay its share of $809 million, $587 million towards the new stadium, and $222 million in lost property taxes. Neither the city or the county has the funds to cover this expense. Instead of a new stadium, they argue the city needs investments in stormwater systems, affordable housing, infrastructure, and support for the unhoused. They encourage fellow residents to demand a citizen vote and serious discussions with their city council representatives. If these ERs are accurate, this deal could set a record as the most expensive public subsidy for a stadium in history. According to the new estimated cost to the city being $1.6 billion, this would translate to $14,035 per household, which definitely isn't an amount the taxpayers would be willing to bear. Although the criticisms are significant, it's equally essential to acknowledge the possible advantages. The new stadium might create extra revenue streams by accommodating a diverse range of events, like concerts and conferences, in addition to baseball. This, consequently, might generate additional economic prospects for the city. Nonetheless, the primary question persists. Is it truly worth the significant expenses tied to it? And that's all there is to cover in this video. If you found this controversial mega project interesting, don't forget to click the like and subscribe button for more videos like this. Which side do you stand on with regards to public funding? Let us know in the comments below.